Syria's former president Bashar al-Assad has been sentenced to death in a landmark court verdict over crimes committed during the country's civil war. His younger brother, Bashar al-Assad, and cousin Atef Najib have also been handed death sentences. The verdict was delivered by a criminal court in Damascus, but Bashar and Bashar were not present. Both fled to Russia after the Assad government collapsed in December 2024. Najib, who was later arrested, appeared in court under tight security. The court found Bashar al-Assad guilty of premeditated murder, torture, and crimes against humanity. Judge Al-Aryan said, "Witness testimony identified Assad as the highest decision-maker and found that state institutions were used to facilitate the crimes." The case traces back to 2011, when anti-government protests erupted in Daraa. The government's violent crackdown fueled the uprising, which soon escalated into a full-scale civil war that lasted more than a decade. Atef Najib was at the center of those early events. A former Syrian army brigadier general, he headed the political security branch in Daraa in 2011. He was accused of leading the crackdown that helped fuel the wider uprising. Bashar al-Assad, Bashar's younger brother, was a key figure in the former government's military and security apparatus. His sentence, along with those of Bashar and Najib, targets senior figures from the former regime. To understand the verdict, look back to 2000, when Bashar al-Assad became president after the death of his father, Hafez al-Assad. Bashar inherited a political system dominated by his family and remained in power for more than 2 decades. The 2011 uprising transformed Syria. The crackdown developed into a war that killed hundreds of thousands of people and displaced millions. Throughout the conflict, the Assad government faced repeated accusations of serious human rights abuses. Then came December 2024, when opposition forces entered Damascus and ended the Assad family's decades-long rule. Bashar and Bashar fled to Russia, while Najib was detained and later brought before the court. The death sentences mark a major step in the transitional government's push for accountability and could set a precedent for other former regime figures. But with Bashar and Bashar in Russia, enforcing the sentences could prove difficult. For now, the verdict marks a major moment in Syria's post-Assad era.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.